everybody. I have a project today that I'm really excited to share with you. This is a fun little notebook, notepad holder project. I'm not really sure what to call them. If you can think of a good name, please leave me a comment. But I just love making these. They're fast and easy, and they make great gifts. So let me take this out. They're refillable. So when you use up the notepad, you can just buy another one and stick it in there like this. These pockets here are fabric pockets, and I've just zigzagged around them to stop the fraying a little bit. I have added some embellishments and a collage on the front, and then the little charms here on the side. The notepads, I got these from Office Depot and these from Amazon, and you can buy them. They're fairly inexpensive, and you can get them in packs of like 6 or 8. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to make these. Okay, so let's go over the supplies you'll need. I like a glue stick or a basting spray. Whatever fabric you choose, you need one piece that is for the pockets. Pockets are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So then you need a second piece of fabric for the front cover. That's 9 by 11.5. A piece of plain cardstock. Then a piece of heavier weight scrapbook paper for the inside, cut to 9 by 11.5. The first thing I like to do is to take my cardstock and my scrapbook paper and fold them in half and get a nice crease so that they nest well together. Now I'm going to take the 2 squares that I cut for the pockets, and I'm going to do a little zigzag stitch around the outside to prevent a lot of fraying. Next, I'm going to sew the pockets on 3 sides to the scrapbook paper. And here's what it looks like after the pockets have been sewn. Now I'm going to put my notepad in to test to make sure that the pocket is the right size. Yay, fits perfectly. I like basting spray. I use it a lot in the quilts that I make. And it's great because it won't gum up your sewing machine needle. So you can spray it a nice like thin layer and put all your pieces together and really get them to fit perfectly before you sew them, and they don't move around. You can do the same thing with a glue stick. And when I use a glue stick instead of basting spray, I only glue the center portions, and I leave a good inch around all the edges unglued because I don't want to gum up my needle. Now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine, and I'm going to do a zigzag stitch all the way around the outside. Great. Okay, so we've stitched around the outside, and now we can start working on decorating the front. So what I have here is I have an image for the front, and then a piece of burlap with frayed edges and a coordinating piece of fabric. I'm going to take these 3, put them together, and sew around the edges. Now that I have stitched around the image, I'm going to be using Fabri-Tac or Fabrifix, I think is the one I have right now, to glue all of my elements to the front. The little flower brad that I'm putting at the top is something that I purchased from Hobby Lobby a while ago, and I think they're still out of stock on those. But you can do whatever kind of embellishment, or none at all. It's entirely up to you. For the nameplate at the bottom, I think I'm going to use some dark green embroidery floss. I've also used pieces of sari silk to tie where you would normally put the little screws. It's just so that I have something for the glue and the fabric to stick together. And I also put a little bead of Fabri-Tac along the bottom of the nameplate just to kind of secure it. When I made these for some of my friends as gifts, I put their names on a little colored piece of paper and put that in the nameplate. The finishing touch is a little bulb pin, and I put some charms on there and some beads. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you give this a try and leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.